Buongiorno from Florence. Well, taking a chance to go in slightly more in depth of what we're shipping. The vertical videos that you might have seen by now and are just giving you a glimpse of what we do. And it was a good way for us to show you the diversity of the items that our artisans create on a daily basis. But then we thought of probably giving a little more attention to at least some of our staples, of our designs that we've used the most and that have perhaps even more history. So we start today with one shoe that it's probably the most conservative that Stefano Bemer makes, outside of the classic single cap-toe Oxford in box calf. But maintaining a Stefano Bemer identity that it's given by the movement of the hatch, how the light interacts with the Arlington leather that we purchased from Horween in Chicago. This has more of a Stefano Bemer look. The extended cap toe is signature for us, differentiates us from, of course, the English makers. Stefano, and I myself, in full agreement, we always thought that a masculine big cap toe gives a shoe a lot of identity. But this is a conservative shoe. It's technically a Balmoral, although, especially in the United States, Balmoral and Oxford tend to be almost equivalent, although they are not. We like to refer to Balmoral as an Oxford, of course, so with closed laces, that has an upper part that is separate from the lower part of the vamp. Legend, rumors would say that it was Prince Albert, husband of Queen Victoria, of course, that in the 19th century asked to have a shoe that could be versatile, both in the countryside for his walks, but also at palace. And so he didn't want the boots anymore. He wanted a lower version of the boots. So the shoemaker at court decided to make this closed laces version of a boot and then of a shoe. And that's why the upper part was separate from the lower, because the boots were meant to insulate as much as possible, not to have seams that would go all the way to the sole. So, whether it was named after the castle in Scotland upon request of Prince Albert or not, that is most likely the geographic and time stamp of this design. When it comes to us, we refer to this to something conservative for the fact that it only has a simple broguing on the cap and no broguing on the rest of the shoe, no gimping either. So it's very bare minimum design for a cap toe with us, and that what makes it very conservative, but at the same time timeless and classic. This specific iteration has been done on Tradizione line, so it has beautiful fiddleback waist and metal toe tabs that will help preventing the front of the shoe from wearing off too quickly. perfect dress up. Mr. Brad Pitt ordered this for a black tie event on the red carpet. Was it 6 years ago, 7 years ago? You might look for pictures on Google and you'll find it. So in the United States, which is a little more flexible in how they use the black tie and tuxedo look, this has been used as a tuxedo red carpet shoe as well. So can actually be quite formal in the right circumstances. We're about to send it to the United States, actually, to Mr. MK, hence the initials on the box. I can tell you that Mr. MK is a new client, so I'm hoping this is the beginning of a wardrobe, shoe wardrobe, and I'll be happy to discuss with him some more exciting, perhaps, ways of creating incredible shoes with us.